no pity at all for any soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who and who? I hope you get PTSD. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Twitch streamer Frogan is at the center of a controversy right now after making insulting comments towards US soldiers and PTSD during one of her live streams. In the clip, Frogan expressed her hope that American soldiers will return from combat with PTSD, except for those who denounce their involvement in military action. Now, if you spent the last 5 minutes on Twitter, you probably already seen the clip. There's thousands of people out there that are pretty much calling for this user Frogan to be banned on Twitch. Now, instead of Frogan, de-escalating the situation, she is doubling down on her remarks, and obviously it's intensifying the backlash. The original clip was shared on YouTube, but then Drew Pavlu shared it on Twitter, and that's where it gained most of its wave of outrage.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. You know? I do the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. So the U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Now, rather than retracting any one of her statements, she then goes on a follow-up stream and pretty much doubles down on all of her opinions, pretty much calling her takes as base, reaffirming everything she said in the previous stream.
But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, based? Based? Like, am I supposed to be like I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Based? Dude, I get canceled every fucking day, bro.
However, just a day later, Frogan issues an apology on X, attempting to clarify her stance. In her post, she claimed that her comments were specifically directed at soldiers who support and defend war crimes, not all military personnel. She acknowledged that wishing harm on anyone was not the right way to express her frustration, especially in such a public forum. Honestly, the apology was quite frankly late and dumb. Trying to pretty much backpedal after making extreme comments, yet trying to justify her anger isn't going to do her any favors. But we're going to go ahead and break down her argument later on in this video, so make sure you guys stick along for that. The online backlash was swift and relentless, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of key figures in the X community came together and pretty much voiced their support for US soldiers as well as veterans. Now, there was a lot of people as well that came to ridicule Frogan for what she said and her lack of empathy on the clip that went viral. And obviously there was a lot of people that were pressuring Twitch to ban the creator, because obviously a lot of what she said was a clear violation towards TOS. Now let's take a moment to talk about Twitch terms of service, because it obviously gives us a clear outline of what isn't acceptable on the platform. According to Twitch's policies, hateful comments, harassment, or speech that encourages harm is strictly prohibited. Frogan's comments about hoping US soldiers get PTSD seems to clearly align with a violation of these guidelines. Surprisingly, despite some of these guidelines, apparently there has been reports that Twitch is openly saying that what Frogan said in those clips isn't a breach of TOS. Now, this is raising concerns for me personally because I wonder how consistently Twitch is enforcing their rules. But with that being said, let's go ahead and give some of our thoughts on what she said on those clips and of course her apology tweets. You know, personally, I think it's pretty insane to paint every soldier with the same brush because, in my honest opinion, I feel like there's a lot of people that enlist into the military because they have a sense of duty, you know, a sense of patriotism, you know, to serve their country. Not everyone out there that enlists into the military is trying to get some sort of personal gain or enlist, you know, to be a part of any imperialist idea. And I think, and this is just me personally, it is important for us to acknowledge or be considerate of some of the people out there that actually do sacrifice a lot whenever it comes to serving. But the craziest thing about this entire situation, ladies and gentlemen, was the terribly worded apology. I think that the backpedaling is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen, because let's keep in mind that she said this live in front of her fans, and then she goes on a follow-up stream and pretty much doubles down on her stance, says that it's base, but then on her apology she backpedals. It's comedy, it really is, because it's like she's saying, oops, maybe that wasn't the best way to express my nuanced geopolitical analysis. You know, now that she's pretty much getting nuked on the internet, she is like, oops, my bad. Like, come on.
I'm retarded?
Now, I will admit there is a conversation to be said about imperialism and imperialists and all this. You know, we should be having these conversations, but I feel like the worst way to go about it is by going through the shock value route. Obviously, the worst way to go about it is wishing people trauma, wishing people to have PTSD. Obviously, a lot of these people don't even have a say, you know, in what goes down in a conflict, and some of these guys are just following orders, and it is what it is. So as I'm editing today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I do get word that Frogan was actually banned on Twitch, and it's for the obvious stuff, you know, the things that we've been discussing in today's video. And obviously I had to cut off a very large segment of today's video. And it's unfortunate because I felt like it probably would have been one of my best rants ever, you know, but I was going to call out Twitch. 100% without a doubt, I was gonna call out Twitch because in my opinion it kind of felt like there was a little bit of a double standard. You know, for some of you guys that don't know this, Frogan actually won Rising Twitch Streamer of the Year or something like that, and in my eyes it kind of did feel like she was a little bit in cahoots with some of the people over at Twitch. That's why she wasn't getting any repercussions for any other things that she was saying. That's why she wasn't getting any bans. You know, and in my opinion, you know, I felt like they were kind of trying to save her. You know, they were trying to just like kind of sweep this under the rug a little bit. And if it weren't for the people, you know, speaking out, and if it weren't for, you know, some of these big creators speaking out, we probably would have never gotten this result. You know, pretty much I was gonna argue whether or not she actually did deserve to get banned, because as we all know, Asmon Gold is another creator that said some pretty crazy things not too long ago, and of course he got a ban. You know, so I was pretty much gonna compare what she said to what he said, and you know, like, oh, why did he get banned but she get to say this and she doesn't get a ban, you know, and kind of stuff like that. But anyways, I had to cut off that segment. Unfortunately, we won't be watching it. Let me know what you guys think about today's video. Let me know what you guys think about what Frogan said in her original clips. Are you guys happy that she got a ban? I want to hear it all down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.